Question of the day: should a woman propose marriage to a man? Hi, welcome to this new video, and we're looking at our question of today. You're welcome to drop your questions for our next video in the comments below. So we're looking at, should a woman propose marriage to a man? This, to me, it's more like a question of culture. Yes, marriage is an institution from God, and the union between, the sacred union between a man and a woman. And in different cultures, the approach to arriving at that goal of a union between a man and a woman differs. For example, in the Indian culture, the marriage is a joining of actually two families and not just even two individuals. And the dowry culture is quite different from others. So it's and arranged marriages is still quite common. But well, I'm not in India right now. I would love to hear from my Indian subscribers in the comments below. What's the culture, and should a woman propose marriage to a man? So scripturally, we can tell whether it's a man who should propose or a woman who should propose. But of course, we know the husband is to be the leader. And scriptures like, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, leads many to bring up the argument that it should be the man who proposes marriage to the woman. But that's interesting because a man can actually find a wife, but she's the one who proposes first to him, or she proposing first to him can help him find that she's his wife. Well, I don't know how that goes, but the point is, a woman doesn't just come out of the blues to propose to you, brother. You should probably be friends, and she may have been giving signals and signals and signals, and you're not responding to those signals. And today we have both ladies who are running in their purposes, and the lady can wake up one morning and say, hey young man, if you're not seeing all these signals, then let's decide this thing clear and now. Stop being shy, or whatsoever word we can use in that place. So the woman can make the move there. In the African culture, it's quite taboo, but it's important we understand why it's that way, because it's not everything in the culture that is right or that is promoted. I mean, many years ago, according to the African culture, the woman actually had no say in who she got married to. She just went to fetch water one day, and on coming back, people were gathered in the house, and the dad said, hey, take your shower, pack your bags. That young man, or most often that old man sitting there, is your husband. You're going to be his seventh wife, okay? Or his first wife, sorry. But polygamy was quite common. But now things are changing. Women are beginning to have a say in their own marriage, in their own destinies, in their purposes with God, and that's normal, and that's the right thing. We can say the culture was that way, so we try to keep it that way. That way, women were not really appreciated as to have purposes, or to even be leaders, or to work with God. But scripture has made us understand that the man as in spirit is equal to the woman. God has a purpose for the male, he has a purpose for the female, and she should have a say on her destiny and how she fulfills that purpose. So hey, my African brothers, tell us in the comments below, should a woman propose to a man? And you, sister, would you actually go out of your way to do that? I don't know, if we put the right settings, put the right conditions, put the right things in place, it can actually look very plausible. We have to remove the stereotype before we can properly address this. Now in the West, it's quite popular that stringent rules and barriers and customs are not really there. You see people getting married without their parents even having any idea about it, because they say once you're old enough to take decisions about your life, even your marriage, you can go ahead and take that decision. Now that may be different in Africa, where the whole family, including uncles from very far, have to have a say. We don't actually know how it concerns them, but well, that's culture, and we are the ones to decide what part of culture we want to keep, which is right, and which we want to adopt and continue with, and what part it's best and wise to let go, based on our understanding of God's views and principles of proper living. Strictly speaking, as a man, I can imagine the scenario of a lady, suddenly, not necessarily kneeling down. That's something from the West. But what do you think about us getting married? Oh, when she pops that question, I think technically she has proposed. And personally, I wouldn't think any less of her because she made that than another lady who took the female vow, the vow that when you have feelings for a guy, you never speak out. I respect ladies that have the bravery to speak out even more. It may not actually be embarrassing for me. Like I said, it's all about the approach. If she pops up the question, what do you think about us getting married? We've been friends or best friends for practically this number of years, and we are that important to each other. And I could say, okay, well, if we got married, blah, 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 blah. She's proposed. It's not that she bursts out of the blues and kneels down with, I don't know, with a ring. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not crazy, but it's really it's out of the norm, you see. But that's the point. The fact that it's out of the norm doesn't mean it's intricately by itself right or wrong. So, well, I'm done talking of my views. At least now you have an idea. If I said if the approach, if the circumstances are well placed, and she does a kind of proposal the way I just explained, then it's great to consider and to discuss and talk it out with her. Of course, later on, as a man, with your ego, I believe I'll properly have to now propose to her, even though she dropped the idea or popped up the question first. At the end of the day, I have to lead her and I have to take responsibility for the outcome of the marriage or the relationship. So please tell us what you think in the comments below. Should a woman propose marriage to a man, and why? Please, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and drop a question which you would like us to address in our next video. So that was our question of the day. So please share this video with your friends and let's keep the conversation going. Thank you so much for watching. Now let me head down there and read your comments. See you in our next video.